and replace this hideous system we have in place at the moment. This one here comes from the front engine bay into this one distributor, and there's nothing even attached to it, so this can go already, and this goes to the one DC amplifier in here and a couple of auxiliary 12s off this one. That's it. So not much going on down here, so we're going to clean all that up and just get everything on the main fuse box. There is actually a fuse here for the amp, but you see it's in a very unserviceable area, and we're going to make it all go up into this panel back under here. So there is a plan, don't you worry, there's a plan.
There's a plan, definitely a plan. Stick with me, it's quite tricky.
So I'm doing all this rework with the knowledge of how I did it in the first place, and the knowledge of how I did it in the first place is questionable at times. I thought this was from the front battery, but it's actually from the back battery, and the front battery is going through a relay. So these relays are 140 amp relays. So one of these is from the front battery. Yeah, front battery B1 there. I even wrote messages for myself. There's another 140 relay from the alternator, which only comes on when the engine is running, and that also is relayed to the group power bus. And the group power bus in the old system was basically the terminal of this battery, and that's where the DIY horror show is really centered around, and that's why we've got this. So hopefully we're going to make nice, pretty, functional power distribution. Everything from over here is going to get labelled, sent through a fuse, and then one of these is going to have the highest fuse rating back to the battery. And yeah, there's all sorts of stuff in here. So here's my Anderson plug charger. This is to charge my battery backup system, so it's like 20 amp tops. AC inverter, that'll be the highest current draw when it kicks in. You can charge that backup system at about 1000 watts. So that one needs a big beefy 150 as well. There's a supercapacitor in here, which I don't really know if I need. It happens to be here. I could actually take it out, and that probably would not affect anything. There's 3 going to 1 there, that's the charging cable, the amplifier, and then back to battery. So there was another distro point, ground distribution. I thought I had 2 of them. Yeah, the other ground distribution was on the supercapacitor. That's what this other one's for. I designed this one here to do my ground distribution, and I thought I'd just use the same system as this. I can go in from the top and bottom, and also just use it as a spare fuse holding area, and they're just connecting those 2 bus bars together. So a bit of creativity there, and that's about it. So the madness continues. Someone's got to do it, and that person's me.
So, here we are. I'm unplugging stuff, checking voltages and taping the leads just in case. I'm being super paranoid and safe. I'm also unscrewing some leads to go into other places. I'm just trying to get neat and move more wires. Oh, there goes one now. Let's go.
So it's making a lot of sense to keep this in this area. I've currently got those 3 going to there. We'll go straight to here. Charge input here. This is piggybacking out of here. So that's charging the big battery backup system, AC inverter. So it's got a constant feed, fused to feed the relays, Yes, makes sense to me.
So, here we are. I'm unplugging stuff, checking voltages and taping the leads just in case. I'm being super paranoid and safe. I'm also unscrewing some leads to go into other places. I'm just trying to get neat and move more wires. Oh, there goes one now. Let's go.
Doing some quick heat shrink. This one will be the main battery. Don't have any fancy heat gun. Yep, I said this would be better, safer, and say it would be freaking fantastic. And some people also say you should sandpaper them and put alcohol rub and all that sort of crap. But yeah, maybe you should listen to those people. So it turns out I will have just the right amount, because there's one more spot there for the inverter, and there's one more spot which I had planned for the supercap is now going to be the amplifier for the 8-inch front doors, and it's going to have its own circuit off here instead of buried under the panels. So I finished with the positive connections. So far, so good. And labelled enough for me to understand at the moment. And in the future, who knows, that might move to here, this might move to there. Right now, I'm going to close it up because I'm going to do the negative side at a bit later date. Also finish pulling out that super cap as well. This one's been insulated on the end, so it's not going to do any damage. And just have to get this together and go shopping, apparently. So this should be enough for this one, and we'll do the negative side a bit later.